Hey, I hope that you're doing well today or tonight. I wanted to start this video out with a bit of exciting news. Exciting personal news, I should say. Unrelated to the channel. I have a snow day tomorrow off of work, so that's pretty exciting. It's like mid-spring now, I think, is what this would be considered. But it's currently, as we speak, blizzarding incredibly hard outside. So, I have a snow day. I'm very excited. I haven't had a snow day in years. I mean, I really can't remember the last time that I had one. It's been a very long time. So yeah, any day that I don't have to go to work and I get paid for it is a pretty good one, if you ask me. But anyhow, besides the snow day that I have, I'm sure some of you all have noticed, or hopefully noticed, I have the volume a little bit higher up than usual. I'm trying out some more sensitive microphone settings. Sensitive microphone settings. Just to kind of try some new things, you know. So let me know down in the comments what y'all think of the higher gain settings. I would love to know. Nothing is set in stone, as I always say, and I always I still have rather my original microphone settings that are still written down. So rest assured, if this isn't quite your cup of tea, I still have the original recipe, if you will, written down. So there's nothing to worry about. But of course, like always, feedback is always much appreciated. So yeah, let me know what you all think of the more sensitive mic. I'd love to know. Anyhow, back to the topic of snow days. I am surprised, to say the absolute least, that I'm getting a snow day this late into the year. I mean, it's May right now. This has happened before, but a very, very long time ago. I was just a little guy back then. But yeah, I was pretty surprised, especially because, in all honesty, the current storm right now isn't that bad at all. It's coming down really, really hard. But it's been really warm for weeks on end now. So it's pretty much just hitting the ground and melting away. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be super surprised when I wake up tomorrow and there'll be like a foot of snow on the ground. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm 99% sure that the roads are going to be completely clear. But hey, again, I mean, I certainly will not complain. A snow day is a snow day. I'll take whatever I can get. But, I mean, just last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I can't quite remember. We had an incredibly big storm. I mean, the roads were icy beyond belief, and it was sticking. We had, I want to say, 9 or 10 inches of snow, and it all stuck. I mean, it was insane. And it was so upsetting because all of the other businesses in the area were completely closed down, except for mine. So I still had to go to work that day, and it was terrifying driving in. It was such icy conditions, and the visibility was awful. I kind of like that word. Visibility. The visibility was terrible, and I mean, it was just a really, really scary thing. And then it was even scarier coming home that evening. I get off of work around, basically midnight, very late at night, and it was still snowing really hard. And the roads were even worse than they were 8 hours before I got there. And it was brutal. I was going about 20 miles an hour on a road that's usually doing 65 to 70. It was very, very slow. Granted, there was nobody else on the road with me, so I suppose it didn't really matter. Even if I did lose control, I would have just slid off to the shoulder and kept going, I suppose. There's nothing to run into or fall off of. There's no ditch to fall into or guardrail to smash into. sure there's a reason. There's always a reason for stuff like that. Anyway, I don't have any major plans for tomorrow's snow day. I'm honestly just gonna be hanging out at home. But while we're on the topic of snow days, I guess I could kind of talk about what I would do on snow days when I was a kid. That can be kind of fun to do. A really big thing, a staple for me when I was a young boy was sledding. I don't know how many of y'all have been sledding before. I'm gonna explain it just in case some of y'all don't know what it is. So, sledding is when you take a sled, which is usually a disc-like object, and you slide down a snowy hill on it. And, oh man, I would go sledding with my siblings all the time when I was little. I had this super cool sled. I remember it was orange and yellow, and like the main body of it was orange, right? And then it had like yellow lightning bolts going down the top of it, and then the bottom of it was like a neon or lime kind of green color. Oh, that thing was so awesome. I loved that sled so much. And in my childhood neighborhood, we had this giant hill in the very middle of the neighborhood. I mean, we literally called it the sledding hill. Not just during winter, even during summertime. We would say, oh, we're gonna go to the sledding hill. And it was just like a giant bowl-shaped area. And it was steep, and it was big. So I mean, it was perfect for sledding. And I would just go up and down that thing constantly. I mean, we would build little ramps, to jump off of, and it was so much fun. There was a storm drain pipe at the bottom of the hill, and so you could sled over the top of the storm drain pipe, and then you'd get like a 5-foot drop. So much fun. So much fun. And there was always, it was like a community event almost. There would be so many people at the sledding hill, and so I'd meet new friends there, and or current friends, and everyone would sled together and just have a really good time. Snowball fights, building snowmen. We did it all at the sledding hill. It was so much fun. I remember I was absolutely obsessed with making the perfect snowball. I would sit there with a completely obsessed with it back then. It was because there was a episode of SpongeBob where it snows and they have a snowball fight. It's the one where Patrick chokes on snow. It just melts, you know. And I remember the snowballs in that episode. He made like a square, like a cube one, and then like a perfect sphere one. And I think he made like a DNA helix kind of spiral snowball. That's what inspired me to try to make the perfect snowball. I don't think I really ever did. The snow was always too powdery, you know. It was very rare that it was slushy enough to compact to make a like dents on the, you know. Very, very rare. So I never did make the perfect snowball. But that's alright. I would just throw them at my siblings anyway, so. Sorry, my eyes are a little itchy there. But yeah, I mean, sledding was a big one. My elder brother, he had the same brand of sled. I can't remember what the brand was, but we had the same brand. His was a lot bigger because he's older and taller than me. Was older and, well, he still is older and taller than me. Anyway, and his was just blue, like really nice powder blue, and you could fit 2 people on his, you know, if you had one in the front and one on the back. So much fun. And we had this green plastic disc sled, and you could spin, you know, you could spin yourself on it and go down the hill spinning around. That was super, super fun. I remember that sled is what I got the most air on ever. I went off a jump while spinning on that, and I flew. It was awesome. The landing was a little rough, I'll admit. But God, it was so cool. Oh, I loved that so much. What else did I do? Of course, how could I forget? Back then, I had a yellow lab. His name was Blake. He was this big ol' block-headed yellow lab. Just the sweetest dog. He passed away a very, very long time ago now. I still miss that dog. He was great, man. I would put his harness on and then his leash, right? We had one of those like retractable leashes that could go like 50 feet, you know? And you could press a button and he would like catch it. Well, I would put his harness on and attach to the leash. And I was little. I weighed like maybe 60 pounds, something like that. I mean, I was a little guy. And he was like double or triple that. He was a big dog, big old boy. And I'd sit behind him on my sled. neighborhood. Oh, it was so much fun. He would just pull me around on that thing. And he was fast. He was a fast dog. And it was a win-win. I had fun. He loved it. He loved playing in the snow. That dog loved it. And oh man, I would just go for rides around the neighborhood with my dog. So much fun. Sorry if I'm like blinking a lot, or like really heavy. My eyes are really like dry from the weather. Sorry. I'm also a little drowsy all of a sudden. I'm putting myself to sleep here. And then of course, when I would get home, it was always hot chocolate. My ma would make homemade hot chocolate. What's it called? It's like pudding with like little bubbles in it. Tapioca pudding. She would make that. I hated that stuff when I was a kid so much. I really like it now, but I thought it was disgusting when I was little. But I loved the hot chocolate. She would use milk and she would boil it over the stove, and then she would put like actual chocolate shavings into it, and I think cinnamon as well, or something. She would put some kind of spices into it, and it was always so good. And we had those we had 2 different kinds of marshmallows. We had the giant marshmallows that are like 4 times the size of a normal one, and then we had the small rainbow marshmallows. And man, I mean, so good. Yeah, it was nothing better than going sledding all day and then coming home to warm hot chocolate, and then I would play video games the rest of the day, and off to bed I would go after. Just so much fun. I feel like when I was a kid, I got way more snow days. You know, they were more common back then. I would get multiple every single year when I was a kid. By the time I reached high school, man, I think I got like 3 over the entire 4 years I was there. And one of them, I don't think was even an official snow day. I just didn't go in. It was too cold. I didn't want to go sit in the bus there at the bus stop in all that snow. Too cold. I was also just really tired that day, I'm sure. There used to be this app called Snowday Calculator, and I will say that app has never been wrong. It's online, and I mean, it was never wrong. Every day we had a snow day. It guessed right, and I would check it every time we got snow. I would check Snowday Calculator, and 100 100% accuracy. Every time it said no snow day, there was no snow day. Every time it said there'll be a snow day, there was one. Worked amazing. Shout out to Snow Day Calculator. I don't know if it's still around. It's a long time ago. Anyhow, I'm gonna be honest. I'm falling asleep making this. I'm getting so tired, so I'm gonna end it here a little early. I'm sorry. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you will have a great rest of your day or night, and that you'll stay safe out there. Have a